writing, we're going to continue using proper nouns to help us improve our writing. I'm going to teach you a new skill today, and we're going to talk about using commas in dates. Okay, and we've talked about it before because we've been writing the date since the beginning of first grade. Every morning we write the date in our journal. In our science journal, we write the date. Okay, but today we're going to talk about why those specific letters need capitalized and where the commas need to go for sure. Okay, so if I have this sentence and it says, if you don't know this word already, you can break it into two words. We know this says to, and then we have d, ay says a. So today. Today is Tuesday. Okay, there's something wrong with this sentence though. Does anybody know what it is? Think about it. What do you think is wrong with this sentence? Think about it in your brain. You're right. The T on Tuesday needs to be capitalized because it's the name of the day of a week. It's a proper noun. Okay? It's telling us we always capitalize days of the week, right? And we use the 3 lines like this so we know when we're proofreading that needs to be capitalized. Okay, so really our sentence should say, today is Tuesday with a capital T. Here's another sentence. I am going to Walmart. Do you see anything wrong with this sentence? You're right. Walmart is a proper noun. It's a specific place. So it has to have a capital W. Okay, it's not just a common noun. It's not just the store. It's a specific store. So it needs the name capitalized. So it should say, I am going to Walmart with a capital W. Okay, now, if I said I am going to the store, I don't need any capital letters and because there's no proper noun. There's nothing specific. I'm just stating a commonplace, the store, in this sentence. But this one is specific. It's a proper noun. If today is April 21st, 2020, we know how to write the date. We've seen a date like this before, but there's something wrong with it. What's wrong with this date? What's one thing? You're right. We need a capital letter on April. We always capitalize the first letter of all of the days of the week and the months of the year. And April is a month of the year. So we know April needs to be capitalized. And again, we have our 3 lines that show us that we need a capital letter here. There's something else very important when we're writing dates. The month always has to have a capital letter, but you know what else? It has to have a comma. And we've been talking about apostrophes, which would be up in the sky when we use contractions, or we're talking about a possession like Mrs. Ellis's coat, right? Or Sarah's coat, or Brock's coat. It would need an apostrophe S to show possession, and that's going to be an apostrophe up at the ceiling line. But when we're dealing with commas, commas are down at the basement line. They're right down here. Do you know where a comma goes in this sentence? Today is April 21st, 2020. You're right. It goes right after the day of the month. So remember, we write the month, the day of the month, and then the year. Now this sentence, it's a little bit trickier, but you guys are so bright, I think you will have no problems with it. So it says, on May 24th, 2020, I'm going to Sonic. The first thing, what do you see is wrong with this sentence? You're right. May needs to be capitalized because it's a proper noun. Remember, we always capitalize the names of the days of the week and the months of the year. They always have to have capital letters to begin them. So May needs a capital letter, and this is how we show it when we're doing our proofreading marks. Now, we've also talked about where the comma goes when we're writing the date. And we've done dates since the beginning of first grade, remember? So you guys are so good at this. So on May 24th, 2020, I'm going to Sonic. So my first comma is going to go after the day of the month that we're talking about. May is the name of the month. The number after is the day of the month we're talking about. Then we need our comma. On May 24th, comma, 2020. Now I made this one a little tricky because you guys are so smart. Whenever you write the full day or date in a sentence and then you keep writing more amazing details, you need another comma. And you know where you'd put that comma? You're right, after the year. So not only do you need a comma after the 24, but you'd also need a comma after 2020 if you're continuing your sentence. If it just said on May 24th, 2020, I wouldn't need this comma. But because I continued my sentence, I do need another comma. So then there's one last thing. Did you notice is wrong with this sentence? On May 24th, 2020, I'm going to Sonic. What do you notice? You're right. Sonic is a proper noun. It's a specific place. So it would need a capital letter. So we would need to have a capital S on Sonic. So my sentence should say, on May 24th, comma, 2020, comma, I'm going to Sonic. With a capital S on Sonic because it's a proper noun.